Okay, so as you know, I also do dashing on the side for extra living as well. And days have not been cutting it. The area I used to work, which is a pretty hot spot even during the day, I was not getting shit. So I decided I'm going to start doing nights, which is why I'm out now at nights. And it is picking up and it's progressing pretty well, which means that I need to sleep during the day. Who do you think decided to completely explode crazy today? Okay, I'll give you it's a multiple choice. Barack Obama, Jesus Christ, even though he's dead, or my crazy fucking insane neighbor who wears the same thing every day and likes to wear some sign suits and keep signs up in her yard that say weird things like evil interference from the NFL that causes bread to go stale, like stupid shit like that. If you guessed her, ding ding ding, you win a prize. I woke up to this today. Now, let's recap the whole thing, okay? When I first moved in, there was nothing going on. There was nothing really happening with her, right? Okay. And then, like, right when I've been gone for a couple months, and I come back, she starts putting signs out, those weird signs like, stop separating sons from mothers' teeth. I swear that's what one of the fucking signs said. Go look them up from online. I've put them up as thumbnails and shit before. What the fuck do teeth have to do anything? What is wrong? Do you still want to tit feed them? What are they biting your nip or something like that? I bet she's got them in the basement. It's like barbarian. Blah, 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 blah. Chicken, come on, chicken. I swear there's some Texas chainsaw shit going on in that fucking house. I'm telling you right now. But whatever. So that had happened. And then it kind of laid low for a while. And then the signs became progressively worse and worse. And just last year, she started picketing. I don't know what she's picketing. I don't know what her cause is. With a sign suit. And the first time I laid eyes on it was me and Stevie were walking towards my house. And we kept seeing the glare because the signs are all white with a black Sharpie hitting the sun. And Steve's like, what is that? What's going on over there? Because, you know, any shiny object he's distracted by. And then he looks, and I'm like, oh my God, it's her. She's wearing a sign suit. He's like, no, she's not. I said, which she totally is. I said, we'll drive by her. She said, come on. So we drove by her, but we forgot the way my car was angled. I ended up, of course, at a stoplight where I'm right by her, and he's just sitting there, like, and it's rare that Steve doesn't know what to say. And he's like, I think maybe she's hurting inside. Should I talk to her? No, you shouldn't. I will get out of this car and beat you with my shoe. Don't talk to this crazy woman. What is wrong with you? If she was holding a severed head and standing, you know, wearing clown makeup and fucking, you know, drooling at the same time and then speaking in Latin, would you still get and be like, I think you're hurting inside me? We're not doing this. Don't even start. So it didn't really kick up until this past January, and there's the videos that are out there, of her deciding that she's flipping out, getting in her car. She was targeting me. I finally got out of it, and laying her horn on right in front of my window. I guess I paid enough attention to her where, you know, I told her to shut the fuck up once or twice too many times, and she decided to just lay on me and I'm the evil one and whatever. And not long after that, so on video, I cursed her out and everything. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, I'm sick of you. Called the Highland Park Police Department 2 times. They never came. They did shit. All right, so I got pissed. And finally, that same night, she laid on the horn again. But the girl next door to me, there's a girl and a guy next door to me, and she just had a newborn baby. And they're one of my neighbors. And they're the ones like almost directly next to her, right? And so they call the police. All of a sudden, the police show up. I'm like, oh, that's nice. That's nice. The woman with the baby, the yuppies who have the money, you know, you call and you come, you know what? Fuck you. I'm not coming outside. I could tell they were all talking, and I looked outside briefly. This is back in January. And I could see they were kind of like looking at me. And you know that look where people are kind of like trying to get you to participate? Like, no, we're not friends. I don't, fuck you, you too, you and your baby too, bitch. And I shut the door. It was just like, I was pissed. And then I remember I looked out the window and the second cop car was pulling up, and she jumped out of her car, ran into her house, and shut the door and like wouldn't let them in or something like that. And I'm like, okay, I never believed in white privilege until then. Like, if a black person had done that, they would have been shot dead. And I'm still arguing that she should have been. But so it's been going on and off. Like, I think her son was visiting for a while. There was some stuff going on, and then I found out shit about her. She put up a bunch of signs up that said like cult neighbors out to destroy, evil interference, and so she thinks we're all in some demonic cult, which is Like, hey, nobody invited you, okay? You're just mad that we didn't invite you, okay? We meet every Friday. There's an admission fee. It's a baby's pinky, and it has to be shoved directly up my ass before you can enter, all right? Willing to do that, we might consider you. But, so then comes today. All this shit happened. Oh, no, and I talked to my landlord about her, thinking she didn't know anything about it, because it's two separate, like, buildings, like, separated by this much. They're townhouses, so they're not like huge apartment buildings. It's like its own house, little walkway, own house. I thought my landlady just ran these two. I guess she runs the other two too. And I'm just happy to go, hey, you know what's up with this lady with the crazy sign? And she's like, oh yes, ever since the incident, which I still don't know what the incident is, and I don't want to know, and it sounds like a bad, like, precursor to a 70s horror film. Like, that's what you say at Friday at Camp Crystal Lake after, like, 80 kids have been butchered, and you go there and don't know what's going on. Since the incident, campers have been a little bit worried about coming out of here. Yeah, they should. Yeah. What the fuck is the incident? But I couldn't press her too much, and she's just like, and anyway, so her husband left her, and she, but I think she's a paranoid schizophrenic, which is like the worst kind you can have, and I think she's not supposed to be on medication for it, but people who are on medication for it, they think it's poison, so they don't take it, and yeah, nothing they can do, in Highland Park Police, nothing they can seem to do, so I don't know, have a good one, bye! And this morning, so I'm trying to sleep, because I'm getting up later and staying up all night, right? Trying to sleep. All of a sudden, I hear the horn blaring again. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Fucking, there is something that happens to a white lady when she becomes a mom, where she becomes a mom. You know what I mean? Like a mom. And all of a sudden, I hear, hey, no, we are not. No, we are not. She, once you give birth, you automatically have Karen DNA kicked up into your ass. She became super Karen. She said, we are not, stop honking that horn. My baby's trying to sleep. Stop honking that horn. Yeah, you start hopping that horn. Her little cuckold husband never says anything unless she does. And they, stop honking that horn. Stop honking that horn. I'm just sitting there. It's right by me. It's like right by my window. But, so they're yelling at her, right? The police show up. And once again, officer can't do anything, and officer really can't do anything. Just stand there and go, well, it's a free country. She can get outside and yell if she wants to, and she can honk a horn. She wants to honk a horn. She runs inside, of course, when they show up, like she always fucking does, totally ignoring them. And you can tell that even these people are getting pissed off. So the officers leave with nothing being done, and I'm, in my gut, I'm like, today's the day. Today's the day shit's gonna go super wild. because I know it's not over. I just had the gut feeling it's not over for today. I kind of have a sense when it is. It wasn't. So I go back to laying down. I go to the kitchen and I pour myself something to drink. Now she never speaks, this lady, right? Jesus Christ, what is it? Her? Not me. So she never talks, right? You never hear her say jack shit. All of a sudden, this is what you hear. Silence is violence! Silence is violence! Silence is violence! Silence is violence! And I think she started talking in Latin, like, get me the kiss, get a kiss, cinnamon kiss. And so, my neighbors, all of them are out there. The group of yuppies, because they all talk to each other, they all think they're friends. And they're just standing there. And the guy's, trying to reason with her, like, ma'am, see, you cannot be doing that. And the girl with the baby's like, just be quiet. Just shut up. Just shut up right now. Just call the police. Call the police. Call the police. It's just like, you would think there was fucking explosions going off and we're in Iraq and shit like that. It was that crazed. And then there's the other, 4, yuppies who are just standing there, not, I guess they have, 9 to 5 jobs. I think one girl's in the medical field, had no idea what had been happening, I guess. It's just like, what in the God's green fuck? So then she goes, science is violence! Science is violence! She has a sign that says the same thing. Science is violence! Ah! And she runs out her fucking back door, and I'm like, oh, she's going to the front. So I follow. So I go up to the front window, and sure enough, she's out there going, silence is violence! Silence is violence! She's running up and down the street. I couldn't get my phone in time. I was so pissed. She's running up and down the street, right in front of us. She won't go any further. And again, another dumb fuck pulls over, seeing this crazy bitch with straggled hair. She's got, black shorts on, t-shirt. She looks obviously insane. To pull over and ask her what's wrong with her. She's crazy. She's out of her fucking gourd. Move on. You wanna be do-good fuck? Oh. Silence is violence. Silence is violence. And I was like, you know, if silence is violence, shit, bitch. You don't have to worry about being violent because you'll never be silent. I'll show you violence in about 5 seconds if you don't shut the fuck up. So I came out finally, and they all kind of like look in. And then one girl who's holding the baby looks at me. She's like, it's always something. I said, yeah, with her it fucking is. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. She just kind of does this at me. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I just walk back inside and I shut the door. But in a way, I'm glad I didn't keep going at her because they kept like, you know, arguing with her and shit. And she now all night long, even as to when I left, has been targeting them. So now instead of pulling in front of my window, she's pulling in front of their window and honking. And so now I'm screaming directly at me because she knows better. You know, crazy knows crazy. So, you know, I dare her to. But she's screaming at them now. I don't think she's gonna last the weekend. I'm totally serious. I don't. I'd love to see how, but I don't know. But so I thought I would update you guys. I've never heard her speak. I've heard her speak barely, like one time in my entire life. Like I remember one time when I first moved in, I said hi to her. She's like, hi. I mean, that's it. Never heard her speak. The devil's in you, bitch. All right. What it sounds like, the way you're acting, he's in your butt. Fucking you.